Good morning, it's your girl Charnel. Welcome back to another day in the life of a therapist video. Today is a very busy day. I have 6 appointments, one of them actually being an interview with a potential hire. I shared with you all that I am aiming to grow my private practice, and so my goal is to have either 1 or 2 additional staff members by January, for January I should say. And so I'm currently conducting interviews, and I decided to go the route of hiring an intern. And the reason is because I personally love teaching. I love the role of being a mentor and supporting other individuals, clearly because I'm on here on YouTube kind of walking you all through this process of being a private practice therapist and just a therapist in general. And so I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to do that, have a group practice with individuals who are trying to step within themselves as a therapist. So I have an interview today, and then I have 5 individual sessions and a couple session today. So today is going to be a busy day. I'm excited, I'm feeling good, feeling refreshed, and I will take y'all along with me. I'm going to actually share a resource with you that I use for my couple sessions, because I realize I don't really talk about my couple sessions in my videos either, so I will do that later. But I just wanted to say hi before I jump into my interview, which is at 10:30 this morning, which is in a few minutes. I have a series of questions that I'm going to ask. Let me actually share with you, let me move this up a bit, share with you some of the questions that I will be asking. So in the case that you actually have an interview you're planning for, or an interview coming up because you are actually looking for a job as a therapist, or even applying for internships right now, here are some questions that you may be asked. So how do you handle stressful situations? What is your relationship with setting boundaries, and how do you set boundaries with your clients? So I actually remember having this question multiple times throughout my career, and it is super important. Boundaries are super important. So if there's anything that you want to know going into an interview, understand how to set boundaries with your clients and how to have a healthy relationship with boundaries. As therapists, it's always important to have a healthy relationship with boundaries, period. How do you build trust with your clients? If a client is presenting with multiple issues, how would you prioritize your sessions? And so this is something that I've actually discussed in one of my videos prior, just talking about, again, if you have a client presents with multiple issues, how do you handle that? How do you avoid going from one issue to another issue to another issue? And so that's a super important question that I feel would be insightful for me to know how this individual manages that. There's of course questions around managing a crisis situation. Another question, do you maintain a healthy work-life balance? If so, what do you do to ensure you maintain this? And so this is super important for us as therapists. I always talk about self-care. I always discuss the importance of managing somewhat of balance. I don't know if we can actually acquire a sense of balance, because there's always going to be something that takes more priority over something else in our life. However, we want to create a sense of like harmony. So where everything is flowing together, where you feel at a comfortable state. We don't want to be overloaded with works where we're leading to a point of burnout. So I feel like it's important for me to understand how this individual ensures that they're taking care of themselves while balancing school, for example, while balancing work, for example, and all that good stuff. And then something else that I think is important is to understand how they manage conflict. So what conflict have you ever had with a coworker, client, or manager? And how did you handle that experience? And that's important for me, especially if I'm going to be someone's boss, or someone that the person is going to go to. And if the person has an issue or a challenge, I want to ensure that they feel safe and comfortable to do so. However, I would like to know also, how are you handling this conflict if there is a conflict that arises, so that we could be on the same page, and so that I know that conflict isn't necessarily terrifying for you. It's just something that you know how to approach as opposed to like avoiding it and like building it up to something that it doesn't need to be. But yes, those are a few questions that I will be asking today. If you have an interview coming up, or if you have any questions about interviews, this process, comment below, let me know. But I have a couple minutes before this interview, so I'm going to grab some water and then hop into the session. And of course, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to share any of these sessions that I have with my clients or with this interview, just because I want to respect people's privacy. Well, I want to respect the candidate's privacy. And then of course, in regards to sessions with my clients, that's all confidential, so I never share those here on the internet. So yeah, I'll be back once this interview is done. The interview went fairly well, and one thing I recognized while doing the interview, and of course I knew this, but there was like a lot of learning opportunities that were present for the person that I was interviewing. And so I'm kind of excited because it's like I really can support this individual on their growth and their journey to becoming the best therapist they can be. And so while I was interviewing and kind of writing down the responses, I was thinking, okay, hey, this is an opportunity for me to educate or support them, especially in the orientation period when I get them acclimated to their role as a therapist within private practice. So the individual also has other interviews. Sorry if you hear my food cooking in the back. The individual also has other interviews. So not only do I have to make the decision if I would hire this person also has to decide if they want to pursue the private practice route with myself as well. So that's an update. After I eat some food, we're gonna hop in our sessions, and then I will share with you the resource. But I just wanted to give you all the update. Okay, I just finished my third session for the day and ate some food. I feel so much better. Yeah, do any of y'all get like hangry? I get so moody when I am on an empty stomach. I get so moody. So I had to really just grab some food. I couldn't even pick up the camera before I got some food. Okay? Grab some food, ate, and now I feel like myself again. So I said I was going to share a resource with you. I'll include it up here, somewhere on the screen, and the book is called Becoming an Emotionally Focused Therapist. There's actually a second edition that recently came out, and it's a workbook. And so with this second edition, it actually involves emotionally focused therapy for also individuals and families. So EFT, Emotionally Focused Therapy by Sue Johnson, was originally created for couples, and so now they've expanded it to also involve work around individuals and families. And I personally love emotionally focused therapy for couples. I haven't explored the Gottman method or Gottman theories around working with couples. I've only focused on emotionally focused therapy. I've done a training around it and it really resonates with me. And so that's the approach that I use with my couples. And so if you're looking to learn more about emotionally focused therapy by Sue Johnson, then you can check out this workbook, Becoming an Emotionally Focused Therapist. Make sure you check out the second edition because, again, there's more information. That's the latest edition, and I will include it in the description box in my Amazon storefront if you guys want easy access to it. So this book is really good. It talks about the theoretical overview, and sorry, I'm just looking over at my computer screen if y'all can see. So it talks about the theoretical overview so you have an understanding of what emotionally focused therapy is, because sometimes I feel like, I don't know, I did a specific training dedicated to becoming an emotionally focused therapist. Not everyone has to do that. So if you feel like you can learn material from readings, then by all means, this is the go-to book to go to. So it talks about the theoretical overview and how to apply interventions for emotionally focused therapy, the treatment process, and how to, as I mentioned, apply it. Talks about different situations such as attachment history and how you can explore that with couples and individuals so you can have a better understanding of how they maneuver in their current relationships. And attachment history or attachment theories is a huge part of the work that I do in my work with my clients. I think our former relationships, whether that be with our caregivers, whoever took care of us or raised us, really has a huge influence on how we navigate and operate in relationships today. And so attachment history or attachment theories really influences my work in general, and I found it very enlightening, insightful to working with couples and individuals. So that is the resource for today. And I wanted to share, so I went over some questions that I asked in the interview earlier with the potential candidate for being a therapist on my team. And those questions were very basic questions because I have an understanding that this individual is new to being a therapist. They've never been a therapist before. So if you're in this space where you are actually trying to be a therapist and you have interviews coming up or you want to prep for a specific interview, I highly encourage you also looking online for potential case studies or asking other therapists that you may know for potential case studies or examples that they have worked with so that you can work through case studies, because that is usually a huge piece of clinical interviews as well. So case studies are very important. It's important to understand safety protocol, what you would do in a crisis situation with clients, and that kind of stuff. So that's that. I feel like I should have made a list of what I want to talk about in today's session. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to do some case notes in between my sessions because I have a couple more sessions after this. So I'm going to do some case notes and then I'll hop back on here and chat to y'all as I wrap up my day. Y'all, I am so happy. It is still sunlight outside and I am done for the day. So I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can. I honestly should go outside, connect with nature, but I just feel like getting ready for bed. Although I'm not going to go to bed for a few hours, I just want to get ready for bed and engage in some self-care. So that's what I'm going to do. And so I actually just wanted to show you because I got some items from Versed. They sent me this cute headband. So now when I'm washing my hair and stuff, I got this cute little thing on. They sent me a serum called Just Breathe. It's a clarifying serum. I'm actually going to start using it today. I've been introducing their products back into my skin, just into my skincare routine, just trying it out a few days at a time, giving some space to see if my skin reacts, because my skin is just sensitive, overly sensitive. It's extra as hell, okay? They also sent me this Dew Point moisturizing gel cream. I've heard a lot of good things about this from my friends. They've sent me this wash it out gel cleanser, which is good for all skin types. It contains rose water and seaweed extract. I don't know how I feel about rose water on my skin, but it's been a while since I've used a product with rose water, so I'm going to try that out. And then they've also sent me a daily mineral sunscreen. And so mineral sunscreens usually don't work well on women with darker complexion in the sense that it usually leaves a cast. So I'm going to see how I feel about this. I'm going to try it on and see how that works. Obviously only in the day because you don't need sunscreen at night. And then I have recently tried their smoothing eye cream called Zero G, and I actually love how it makes underneath my eye, gives my eye this cooling sensation, and it smells really good. So I've been using this. This is the first product that they sent that I've introduced into my skincare routine. Haven't seen benefits yet just because obviously I just started using it, but I do have a code that they sent me. If you do want to get a discount on Versed products, feel free to use the code. It's in the description box below. I believe it is also Limitless 10, and you would be able to use it on their website to get money off. So I'm going to wash off my face, get ready for bed, and engage in some self-care. I really wanted to do a face mask, but I've been looking for masks lately, and a lot of masks contain fragrances in it. And I'm going to get this one mask. So 2 years ago, I used to use this mask, and I re-upped on it because I thought my skin really loved it. My skin really loves honey. So it's a honey essence mask sheet, which I got from HomeSense, and it smells good, it feels good, but I realized recently when I used it, I started getting fine bumps on my face. So I have to give away all these sheet masks, and so I think it is the fragrance in it. So until I find a sheet mask, which I personally love, that contains zero fragrance, I'm just gonna have to lather my face with serums. Okay? If you guys have any suggestions about sheet masks that you like, or just clarifying masks that you use on your own skin, comment below. Let your sister know, because I love skincare. And as much as I love skincare, I can't indulge in it as much because my skin is just so sensitive. So help a sister out, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna get ready for some self-care. Well, I'm gonna engage in some self-care by cleaning off my skin. And then we're possibly gonna do some puzzles, continue watching some Netflix, and kick it for the night. So I'm kind of annoyed because I thought that I was gonna do a specific puzzle, and it's supposed to be a Halloween themed puzzle, but for some reason I cannot find the box set. So anyways, I got my glass of water, I added lemon in there, and I have another box set. It's a Disney Villains box set, and because we're in October, we're just gonna try out one of these puzzle pieces. When I was working at my last job and I was really stressed out, I found an outlet, and that outlet for me was doing puzzles. And since then, I've just loved puzzles. I don't do it as often, but I just feel in the mood to just relax, sit back, drink some water, and watch Netflix while I'm working on a puzzle. And I think I'm going to choose this one, the Cruella one. Given that there's a new Little Mermaid coming out with Hailey Bailey, which is dope. So we're gonna do the Little Mermaid, and that's 300 pieces. I highly doubt I'm gonna finish it tonight, but I am super excited to just kick back and relax. Comment below, let me know what you do throughout the week to get a bit of self-care so that we can learn from each other as usual. And let me know, how are you doing with your self-care right now? I feel like when it comes to fall season, I really amp up my self-care. And I don't know if you guys feel like this as well, but whenever fall hits, I feel like after socializing so much in the summer months, fall hits and I'm like completely socially depleted. So September has been like a really busy month on the weekends as well, with friends, socializing, events are still happening, weddings, baby showers, all that kind of stuff. October is still that same way. And so November is literally going to be the month of no for me. Like, no, not doing that. No, not doing that. It's just going to be me really focusing on just loving on me and just being with me. Because I really need that break. But yeah, so we're going to do some self-care tonight. Comment below, let me know what you're doing tonight or what you've done lately for some self-care. And yeah, and I've actually organized, I'm kind of a neat freak like that. They came in their own baggies, but the baggies that the puzzle pieces came in didn't have a Ziploc, so it would just be a hole and the pieces would get lost. So I organized the puzzle pieces in their own Ziploc bags. So I am looking for a puzzle, whoops, what puzzle is this? Little Mermaid is puzzle number 2. So that's what oh, this is what they came in. I've never tried the Little Mermaid one yet, so. Wait, where is it? Yo, puzzle number 2 is not here. What is happening? I guess I have to choose another puzzle. Again, annoying. I don't understand how I lose my puzzles. It makes no sense to me. But I think I'm probably going to do puzzle number, let's see. Puzzle number 3 with the little witch from, I think, Snow White that she's from. I used to love Disney. But yeah, that's what we're up to for now. And I'm actually upset. Again, I can't find no puzzle number 2. Where is it?